You've seen a face in a piece of toast, in a cloud, in a water stain on the ceiling at 2 a.m. that you became briefly convinced was watching you. You weren't imagining it, your brain did that on purpose. Unfortunately, your brain was designed 40,000 years ago. I'm a clinical psychologist. This is Weirdly Human. This phenomenon has a name: pareidolia, from the Greek para, meaning faulty or wrong, and eidolon, meaning image or form. Basically, it's your brain perceiving meaningful patterns, usually faces, in random, meaningless stimuli. It's not a disorder, it's not a quirk, and it's not a sign that you need more sleep, although you probably do. It's your brain working exactly as designed. The design is just very, very old. Every person who's ever looked at a cloud and seen a rabbit, or a plug socket, and felt vaguely unsettled, or glanced at the front of a car and thought that it looked angry, is experiencing the same thing. Your brain has an entire dedicated region for processing faces. It's called the fusiform face area, and it responds to faces faster than to almost any other visual stimulus. Faster than objects, faster than words, faster than your conscious mind has finished processing what it's even looking at. In evolutionary terms, this makes complete sense. For most of human history, correctly identifying a face, and specifically identifying whether that face belonged to a predator, an enemy, or someone about to ruin your day, was a matter of survival. The cost of a false positive was essentially nothing. You thought you saw a face in the bushes, turns out you didn't, you felt briefly foolish, but then you moved on. The cost of a false negative was considerably higher. You didn't see the face in the bushes, turns out there was one, end of story. So your brain evolved to massively over-detect, to fire on anything that even vaguely resembles a face. 2 dots and a line, a shadow with the right proportions, a piece of toast with an unusual burn pattern. You are the direct descendant of every human who was slightly too paranoid. This is your inheritance. This is why manufacturers of cars design front ends to look like faces, with the headlights as eyes and the grille as the mouth. Research shows that cars with more face-like fronts are perceived as having personalities, aggressive or friendly or trustworthy. You are assessing the emotional state of a vehicle. It's also why the Virgin Mary appears in water stains or Jesus Christ sometimes turns up on toast. In 1978, a woman in New Mexico found the face of Jesus in a tortilla. The tortilla became a shrine. 8,000 people visited it. In 2004, a grilled cheese sandwich with a face-like burn pattern sold on eBay for $28,000. NASA images regularly go viral for faces spotted on Mars. Your brain will find a face on another planet if you give it enough time and a decent enough photo. Some research suggests that people with higher anxiety over-detect faces more readily. Your threat system is running hotter, more sensitive, more likely to find the face in the static, the figure in the shadow, or the presence in the empty room. Leonardo da Vinci wrote about deliberately staring at stained walls to find faces and figures as a creativity exercise. He even recommended it to other artists. Your brain is doing this right now, scanning, pattern matching, looking for faces in the grain of whatever surface it lands on. It kept your ancestors alive long enough to have you. This has been Weirdly Human.